Have you ever had days when your peripheral neuropathy symptoms aren't too bad, or they're at least tolerable? Then bam, out of the blue, the next day you're writhing in pain, or the symptoms have gotten so bad you just want to chop your feet off. Well, these unpredictable symptom cycles may be caused by chronic inflammation, which has become an epidemic in the 21st century. Research has revealed that this type of inflammation can be a large factor in exacerbating peripheral neuropathy pain and its symptoms. In today's video, I'll cover what chronic inflammation is, how you get it, and more importantly, what you can do to lower and reverse it. Stay with me. Coming up. Hey gang, it's great to see you again. If this is your first time on my channel, you're in for some exciting information that you've probably never heard before. Now, let's dive in. Inflammation is your body's process of fighting or walling off things that harm us, like infections, injuries, and toxins, and it allows our body to be able to heal itself. The entire process usually lasts only a few hours or sometimes a few days, and then your body will turn it off. This is called acute inflammation. However, chronic inflammation happens when the response does not get turned off. Your body perceives there's still a threat to the cells, so it keeps the inflammation going. So what started as a slow burning fire spreads and can literally turn into a 5-alarm fire that burns out of control. Now, the reality is we get more inflamed as we age. Oh, not because you've turned another year older. It's because of the lifestyle that you may be living. And what ignites the fire can differ from person to person. For instance, drinking alcohol a few times a week, regularly eating processed foods or sweets, lack of exercise, lack of sleep, smoking, high stress levels, acid reflux or GERD, ulcers, prolonged infections, and even taking certain medications or taking too many medications. Well, these are all examples of things that can turn your inflammation into a burning inferno. Besides causing chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, and even depression, we now realize that this insidious inflammation is a huge culprit in worsening your peripheral neuropathy pain and symptoms. And that's often the reason why sometimes you can't make any sense as to why you felt pretty good yesterday, but today your symptoms are just awful. But don't panic, because you can protect yourself and lower your levels of inflammation, which will help to diminish your neuropathy symptoms. A great start is by loading up on inflammation-fighting foods. I'm going to cover a list of foods which have been proven to have significant anti-inflammatory properties, which is extremely important when you're battling peripheral neuropathy. These foods are not listed in any order of importance. So the first one I'm going to cover is celery. Celery is rich in vitamins and antioxidants and contains approximately 25 anti-inflammatory compounds that can lower your inflammation. One study published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science, United States, highlighted the phytonutrient luteolin. This element has been found to inhibit a pathway that allows for inflammation to set in. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is beets. Beets provide an excellent source of betalains and nitrates, which are powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and lower blood pressure. This powerhouse vegetable is packed with fiber, folate, manganese, iron, and vitamin C, and it also contains a good source of potassium and magnesium, both of which are important for nerve health. Next one I'm going to go over are sea vegetables. Edible seaweeds like kelp, arami, dulce, wakame, or sea moss have significant anti-inflammatory properties, including reducing obesity-induced systemic inflammation. Research has shown they have an anti-tumor effect and strong antioxidant properties. They're also high in mineral content and a great source of iodine, which is critical for a healthy thyroid gland. You should always get organic sea vegetables that are harvested from unpolluted seas. And they're very easy to use. Simply add it while cooking rice, soup, or stew, and presto, you have a mineral-rich food. I'll give you a link to a great source of sea moss in the description box below, and also some other sea vegetables. Now, on to wild Alaskan salmon. Wild salmon is an excellent source of EPA and DHA, two potent omega-3 fatty acids that really douse the flames of inflammation. Scientists discovered that omega-3 fatty acids inhibit the COX enzyme, which will prevent inflammation from sparking. This is the same way that aspirin works without causing any of the damage to your gut lining that aspirin has been known to do. Okay, here's a very important side note. Be aware that you won't receive the same benefits from farm-raised salmon for many reasons. First, these fish can be loaded with a parasitic worm that you can ingest. And yes, the parasite will survive cooking. Farm-raised salmon also contains antibiotics, cancer-causing chemicals like PCBs, mercury, and other heavy metals. It's important to stick with eating only wild-caught salmon. Otherwise, I'd skip the salmon altogether. If you don't enjoy eating fish, you can also get omega-3 fatty acids from high-quality fish oil supplements. Great brands of fish oils are Nordic Naturals, Metagenics, Omegagenics, EPA, DHA, yes, that's the entire name. Don't worry, I'm going to give you a link. Thorne Omega Plus, Mercola, krill oil, and I'm going to provide all these links in the description box down below for you. Am I the only nerd that is getting excited about this? Okay, let me know if you're as nerdy as I am. Give me a comment in the box down below and let me know if this excites you as well. Okay, let's go on to shiitake mushrooms. Enjoyed by the Chinese and Japanese since ancient times, shiitake mushrooms are revered for their immune-boosting and anti-inflammatory properties. These mushrooms are rich in polysaccharides, which have potent anti-inflammatory properties and protect against cell damage. Shiitake mushrooms are also a good source of vitamin D, vitamins B1, B2, B3, B6, folate, and iron, which improves the circulation of oxygen through your blood. And this is extremely important for the health of your peripheral nerves. Eating these mushrooms slightly cooked on medium heat will release more of its beneficial nutrients. Now notice I said medium heat, not high heat. Let's move on to green tea. Green tea has potent antioxidants called catechins, which reduce inflammation. It's also been shown in numerous studies to reduce the risk of inflammatory diseases such as heart disease and cancer. Research in the Journal of Food Biochemistry reported that sunphenon, a strong antioxidant found in green tea, destroys the free radicals that lead to inflammation. Here's another side note you have to be aware of. Adding milk to your tea will negate the anti-inflammatory properties. Also, you should only consume organic green tea, and this is the same for any teas that you're drinking. Teas that are conventionally farmed are highly sprayed with pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides, so you really need to drink green tea and any tea organically. These chemicals increase inflammation, and they're also neurotoxic. They can do damage to the nervous system and your peripheral nerves. Now, on to garlic. This wonderful bulb is power-packed with medicinal benefits. It contains a compound called diallyl disulfide, which is an anti-inflammatory compound that limits the effects of pro-inflammatory cytokines. Okay, get ready for a shocking side note. When you cook garlic, you lose most, if not all, of its amazing health benefits. So here's what you want to do. Once your food is 90 to 95% cooked, add raw garlic and reduce the temperature or the flame to low or medium heat. This will retain and preserve the medicinal properties of the garlic. If you want that great garlicky flavor, it's okay to cook with garlic for the flavor, but don't forget to add in raw garlic at the very end. All right, on to the next one, blueberries. Blueberries are antioxidant powerhouses. They possess vitamins and antioxidants called anthocyanins, which provide anti-inflammatory protection against many diseases. They have enormous benefits for decreasing inflammation within the brain and the peripheral nervous system. Studies have shown that blueberries are one of the most potent fruit sources of inflammation-fighting antioxidants, and they have a low glycemic index, making them extremely diabetic-friendly. This is just a small list now of many inflammation-reducing foods that I've highlighted for you. You can do an internet search and find many, many others. So what are you waiting for? Head out to the grocery store now and stock up on these foods. Your nerves and, well, really, your entire body will thank you for it. As always, thanks for watching and following us. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like us because it supports our channel and helps us deliver more quality information to you. Until next time, my friends, I look forward to seeing you on the road to great nerve health. Blessings. Baby. Hey, Blossom. Hey, honey. You gonna help Mama with the video today? Hey, Blossom. You help me with the video? Yeah. Nice, sweet girl. Which kind?